Deuteronomy, Chapter 1. The command to leave Horeb. These are the words Moses spoke to all Israel in the desert east of the Jordan, that is, in the Arabah, opposite Suf, between Paran and Tophel, Laban, Hazroth, and Dizahab.
Deuteronomy, Chapter 2. Wanderings in the desert. Then we turned back and set out toward the desert along the route to the Red Sea, as the Lord had directed me. For a long time we made our way around the hill country of Seir.
Deuteronomy, Chapter 3. Defeat of Og, king of Bashan. Next we turned and went up along the road toward Bashan, and Og, king of Bashan, with his whole army marched out to meet us in battle at Edrei.
Deuteronomy, Chapter 4. Obedience commanded. Hear now, O Israel, the decrees and laws I am about to teach you. Follow them so that you may live and may go in and take possession of the land that the Lord, the God of your fathers, is giving you.
Deuteronomy, Chapter 5. The Ten Commandments. Moses summoned all Israel and said, Hear, O Israel, the decrees and laws I declare in your hearing today. Learn them and be sure to follow them.
Deuteronomy, Chapter 6. Love the Lord your God. These are the commands, decrees, and laws the Lord your God directed me to teach you to observe in the land that you are crossing the Jordan to possess.
Deuteronomy, Chapter 7. Driving out the nations. When the Lord your God brings you into the land you are entering to possess and drives out before you many nations, the Hittites, Girgashites, Amorites, Canaanites, Perizzites, Hivites, and Jebusites, 7 nations larger and stronger than you.
Deuteronomy, Chapter 8. Do not forget the Lord. Be careful to follow every command I am giving you today, so that you may live and increase and may enter and possess the land that the Lord promised on oath to your forefathers.
Deuteronomy, Chapter 9. Not because of Israel's righteousness. Hear, O Israel, you are now about to cross the Jordan to go in and dispossess nations greater and stronger than you, with large cities that have walls up to the sky.
Deuteronomy, Chapter 10. Tablets like the first ones. At that time the Lord said to me, Chisel out 2 stone tablets like the first ones, and come up to me on the mountain. Also make a wooden chest.
Deuteronomy, Chapter 11. Love and obey the Lord. Love the Lord your God and keep His requirements, His decrees, His laws, and His commandments always.
Deuteronomy Chapter 12. The one place of worship. These are the decrees and laws you must be careful to follow in the land that the Lord, the God of your fathers, has given you to possess, as long as you live in the land.
Deuteronomy Chapter 13.
Worshipping other gods. If a prophet or one who foretells by dreams appears among you and announces to you a miraculous sign or wonder,
Deuteronomy Chapter 14. Clean and unclean food. You are the children of the Lord your God. Do not cut yourselves or shave the front of your heads for the dead.
Deuteronomy Chapter 15.
the year for canceling debts. At the end of every 7 years you must cancel debts. This is how it is to be done. Every creditor shall cancel the loan he has made to his fellow Israelite. He shall not require payment from his fellow Israelite or brother, because the Lord's time for canceling debts has been proclaimed.
Deuteronomy Chapter 16. Passover. Observe the month of Abib and celebrate the Passover of the Lord your God, because in the month of Abib he brought you out of Egypt by night.
Deuteronomy Chapter 17.
Do not sacrifice to the Lord your God an ox or a sheep that has any defect or flaw in it, for that would be detestable to him.
Deuteronomy Chapter 18. Offerings for priests and Levites. The priests, who are Levites, indeed the whole tribe of Levi, are to have no allotment or inheritance with Israel. They shall live on the offerings made to the Lord by fire, for that is their inheritance.
Deuteronomy Chapter 19.
Cities of refuge. When the Lord your God has destroyed the nations whose land he is giving you, and when you have driven them out and settled in their towns and houses.
Deuteronomy Chapter 20. Going to war. When you go to war against your enemies and see horses and chariots and an army greater than yours, do not be afraid of them, because the Lord your God, who brought you up out of Egypt, will be with you.
Deuteronomy Chapter 21.
Atonement for an unsolved murder. If a man is found slain lying in a field in the land the Lord your God is giving you to possess, and it is not known who killed him.
Deuteronomy Chapter 22. If you see your brother's ox or sheep straying, do not ignore it, but be sure to take it back to him.
Deuteronomy chapter 23. Exclusion from the assembly. No one who has been emasculated by crushing or cutting may enter the assembly of the Lord.
Deuteronomy chapter 24. If a man marries a woman who becomes displeasing to him because he finds something indecent about her, and he writes her a certificate of divorce, gives it to her, and sends her from his house.
Deuteronomy chapter 25. When men have a dispute, they are to take it to court, and the judges will decide the case, acquitting the innocent and condemning the guilty.
Deuteronomy chapter 26. First fruits and tithes. When you have entered the land the Lord your God is giving you as an inheritance, and have taken possession of it and settled in it.
Deuteronomy chapter 27. The altar on Mount Ebal. Moses and the elders of Israel commanded the people, "Keep all these commands that I give you today."
Deuteronomy chapter 28. Blessings for obedience. If you fully obey the Lord your God and carefully follow all his commands I give you today, the Lord your God will set you high above all the nations on earth.
Deuteronomy chapter 29. Renewal of the Covenant, chapter 29. These are the terms of the covenant the Lord commanded Moses to make with the Israelites in Moab, in addition to the covenant he had made with them at Horeb.
Deuteronomy chapter 30. Prosperity after turning to the Lord. When all these blessings and curses I have set before you come upon you, and you take them to heart wherever the Lord your God disperses you among the nations.
Deuteronomy chapter 31. Joshua to succeed Moses. Then Moses went out and spoke these words to all Israel. "I am now 120 years old, and I am no longer able to lead you. The Lord has said to me, 'You shall not cross the Jordan.'"
Deuteronomy chapter 32. Listen, O heavens, and I will speak. Hear, O earth, the words of my mouth.
Deuteronomy chapter 33. Moses blesses the tribes. This is the blessing that Moses, the man of God, pronounced on the Israelites before his death.
Deuteronomy, chapter 34. The death of Moses, chapter 34. Then Moses climbed Mount Nebo from the plains of Moab to the top of Pisgah across from Jericho. There the Lord showed him the whole land, from Gilead to Dan,